let's play an if game. If you was to say, David, right, out of these two pictures, which one would you choose if you had to make a choice? Who would be the guy?
Read out.
I see you looking at this guy real hard.
Oh boy.
Who would be the guy if you had to make a choice? If your back was against the wall and somebody told you need to make a choice now, who you gonna choose, David? Be honest.
I'm looking at two. This one here.
You see that? Y'all see that right there? Go back to Leviticus 5 and 1.
This is what I said earlier, right?
Yeah.
In violation of
The commandments.
Exactly. So, okay.
Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 5 and verse 1. Read it out. And if a soul sin.
If a soul is breaking God's laws.
Right.
How you doing, my brother? Read.
And he is a voice of swears.
Uh-huh.
And is a witness.
Uh-huh.
Whether he.
And you witness your brother in the midst of adultery.
Okay.
You witness your brother stealing something out the store.
Right.
You witness your brother showing hatred or sowing discord amongst the brethren, right? Read.
Okay.
Whether he have seen or known of it.
Uh-huh.
If he do not utter it.
If you do not correct it or let it be known that this individual is in the midst of sin, read.
Then he shall bear his iniquity.
Hey, the sin is on you now. So when you see your brother going off, go back to Leviticus 19:17. These are basic laws that we don't know in the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American communities.
That's right.
We don't know simple things like that. You know what they got? You know the thing that's going on in the black community? Snitches get stitches. You got brothers right now that did murders upon murders, right? They go and tell it, and now you got the other drug dealers is mad with them because they told it, right? Being a snitch is looked upon as evil in the Black and Hispanic community. You tell on somebody, your life is in danger. It ain't supposed to be like that.
That's right.
When you tell on somebody, when you report sin, it's to save their lives.
That's right.
Not to kill them, right? But see, we don't understand that. Go back to Leviticus 19:17. How you doing, my brother?
Good.
What's your nationality?
Hispanic.
Hispanic. You Mexican, Puerto Rican?
Parents are Mexican.
Your father's a Mexican?
Yeah.
So, you see? So come over here, my brother. I'm about to bring him into the conversation. Come over here, my brother. I want to show you something. What's your name, my brother?
David.
David. Great name. King David. You got the same name as one of the greatest kings of the nation of Israel. Right?
That's right.
So look at this sign right here. Where do you see yourself on this sign? Look down at the bottom. You see Issachar? Yeah. You're from the tribe of Issachar. You're not a Mexican.
That's right.
You're not a Hispanic. When they call you a Hispanic, they say you are a property of Spain.
Talk about it.
Are you property? No, you're not property, right? Then they call you a Mexican. I think it means center of the moon or something like that, right? All these derogatory names, that's what they call us. Africans, Mexicans, Hispanics, these are all derogatory names that's been placed on us by the oppressor.
Right.
Do you consent to be identified as African American?
No.
Good.
Bring it out.
You know why?
I like that.
You know why? Because that's two nationalities. You can't be from two places. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Plus, blacks here in America, they didn't get that title until the 1980s by Jesse Jackson.
Right.
They just told you was African American.
Okay.
Meaning they calling you two white men, Leo Scipios Africanus and Americo Vespucci.
Bring it out.
That's who they calling you. They name you after the Spanish and the conquistadors.
Right.
Y'all understand? We've been destroyed. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Did you finish that? Finish that real quick. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So going back to your question, my brother, we're supposed to rebuke our neighbor and not suffer sin to be upon him, right? My brother right here, David, right? Our Latino brothers, right? You got the MS-13, right? What's the gangs we got amongst the Latino tribes?
Yeah.
We got the MS-13s, I know, right? The the Latin Kings. Right. Salvadorian. Who else? Latin Kings. Who else? Yeah. So
in my country, where I'm from, the lawmakers, they're gang against the people, kill them, steal from them, keep them slaves.
Right.
They are the gang in my country.
Yeah.
The lawbreakers.
So you see this, right? This is going on in our communities. But y'all know who the biggest gangster in the world is? The so-called white man.
That's right.
He done had you. Hey, look. He done had you wearing masks for 2 years straight. It ain't nothing you could do. I don't care what gang you was a part of. Your ass is walking around with a mask on your face. Understand that. He the biggest gangster. And you know what he do? He keep pushing sin in our communities. That's why we walk around here sleep, man.
Right.
Give me Hosea 4:1.
Wake them up, Bob. The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
See that? The Lord got a controversy with us blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the scattered. He got a problem with us.
Read. Because there is no truth.
There's no truth. None of God's laws, right? Because that's the truth according to the Bible. God's laws. Read.
No mercy.
There ain't no mercy. Going back to your question, why we fight amongst each other like that, right?
Right.
Because there ain't no mercy. Nobody, we don't have that compassion for one another to show mercy to our brother if he do us wrong. We ready to retaliate so somebody look at you crazy. Or may lie on you, right? Or may just do something that they made a mistake about. We don't show no mercy, read.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
So in all the lands that the 12 tribes of Israel are scattered, there's no knowledge of God in the land. Now I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna see where he at with this.
Okay.
What does Jesus Christ look like? David? Jesus Christos.
I didn't see him. I don't know.
You don't know? You see that? He don't even want to acknowledge what he looks like, huh?
Who's seen him?
Come here, come right here, come this way. If let's just say, let's play an if game. If you was to say, David, right, out of these two pictures, which one would you choose if you had to make a choice? Who would be the guy?
Read out.
I see you looking at this guy real hard. Who would be the guy if you had to make a choice? If your back was against the wall and somebody told you need to make a choice now, who you gonna choose, David? Be honest.
I'm looking at this one here.
You see that? Y'all see that right there? You see that? You caught that right, my brother.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
But you said nobody's seen him, right? We don't really know. But at the end of the day, guess what? You do have a mindset what he looked like.
Right.
You pointed at the beast.
So it's a mindset thing.
You see that? So we've been destroyed. Now, David, Jesus Christos is not Blanco.
Right.
He's Negro, Moreno.
Right.
He's a black man according to Biblia.
Yes, right.
So we're going to read it for you real quick, David, so you can see that he's a black man, and he was seen. Because that's the common notion we ask our people that question. Oh, nobody's never seen him. But they got this guy pumping throughout all the earth. Hey, listen, you know how they say the drug dealer be pumping drugs throughout the community? Hey, the white man been pumping this guy throughout the whole earth for thousands of years. Got our people hooked on Cesar Borgia.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You listen, you ain't even want to acknowledge him at first till I question you about it. And you see how you still went to this drug right here? You see that? That's crazy, right? Read it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass.
So this is John the Revelator. You know a little bit about the Bible, David? A little bit? You don't know? You go to church? You been to church? Okay, good. So now, the most I got you here so you can get back on the right track, right? So what we're about to show you here is what Jesus Christ looked like, what Jesus Christos looked like, right? So read it from the top again.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So what we about to do now, this is the last book in the Bible. We about to reveal to you, because we already showed these brothers, they kind of knew a little bit, but we about to reveal to you what Jesus Christ looked like. Go ahead.
Which God gave it to him to show unto his servants. Things which must shortly come to pass.
All right, hold on, David. Let me show you the image real quick. Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, the Bible say Christ's hair is white and woolly. Do white people have woolly hair?
Hell
No. Hell no. You said it right. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right. His eyes was as a flame of fire because he drank wine. They always paint Christ with baby blue eyes. Right? Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
That's the whites of his eyes that is talking about that was red. Okay, the whites of his eyes. Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Then it said his feet was like fine brass. He's looking him up and down. He looks down at his feet and he said it looked like fine brass, David. What color is brass? What color, real quick, what color is brass?
Right.
Brown. Brass is the derivative of brown. One more. Here you go. We got to bring it home. Come on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. So if you burn anything, David, what color is it going to turn? Black. So what color is Jesus Christ? He's black, David. Y'all see that? So that's why we out here. We got to bring those little details out to our people so they can understand who they are. Officer Beck, come on up.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Officer Beck, come on up.
What verse is that about?
This is the 1611 King James Bible with the Apocrypha.
Okay.
Right? Because in your churches, right, in the pews, they only have the 66 books. It's really 80 books. That's why they be telling you there's no Juke, no Greek. We ain't got to keep our laws. We under grace. You know why? Because they're missing the Greek captivity. Okay?
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.